When it comes to Pokemon, 6-0 out the door. When it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, OTKing up for sure. Servon 1212 is the name you ought to know. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wanna see some more. What is happening, YouTube? Servon 1212 is back with some more YGO Pro shenanigans, and no, your eyes do not deceive you. You just saw Ancient Gear Cyber Dragons slay both Cosmo and Monarchs, two of arguably the best decks this format. Don't ask how I did it, it just happened. But if you recall from my Spirit deck video a while ago, I said the two decks I wanted to make badly were Spirits and Ancient Gears. Spirits came a little bit easier than this deck did, but I finally, after some mad testing, I got a build that works, and I have enjoyed a lot. So let's get right into the deck profile, shall we? First of all, we have one Ancient Gear Golem. Well, mainly because I like to make the fusion. It's not really practical, but I wanted to make the fusion because there won't be Ancient Gears without the fusion. So that's why he's here. Two Gadgetron Dragons. He's your main target when you pop the field spell. Just get a free 3000 attack beater who swings and doesn't care about your spell and trap cards. That's awesome. So Nerf Storming Mirror Force and none of that stupidness. Triple Cyber Dragon, part of the little Cyber Dragon engine. Two Ancient Gear Engineers, a level 5 machine type monster, so you can make infinity with them. Also has a really good effect where you can't be targeted by trap cards, and when I attack you can't activate spell and trap cards, and at the end of the damage step I get to pop a spell and trap card on the side of the field. So he's basically like a pendulum wrecker. He's really cool. One Solar Wind Jammer, extra special summonable level 5 machine light type monster, always handy. And two Chronomaly Golden Jets, because oftentimes I don't be normal summoning at all, and when I do normal summon I would like to have a level 5 light machine type monster to normal summon, and Chronomaly Golden Jet fills that for me. Two Karakuri Strategists, because I love Karakuris, and Karakuris pairs very well in this deck because Ancient Gears, they work well with a lot of cards. They have fusion aspects that make them good. Well, they can do fusion, they can do XYZs pretty easily as well. And another card that works really well with the spell card is Scrap Dragon, and so Karakuri plus Cyber Dragons gives you draw power but plus access to Scrap Dragon, and they're all machine types anyway, so you can still like limit remover and go for super OTK. So yeah, I decided to run the Karakuri engine in here again. So two Strategists, two Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Emergency teleport target also is a stupid hand trap. Gives a little bit of protection for these guys, so yes. 2 Cyber Dragon Core. You normal summon him out, you search out your Cyber Repair Plant. Lets you toolbox your deck a little bit for any of your other light machine type monsters, so that's awesome. Triple instant fusion for Cyber Dragon Infinity, Karakuri combos, whatever you feel like doing. Or just making humongous Chimera Tech Fortress Dragons. 1 Raigeki. 2 Fusion Conscriptions because searching out your Cyber Dragons for the Power Bomb play, or searching out your Ancient Gear Golem for a Power Bomb play, so you can drop your humongous monster on the board, is hilarious. And I do play one of each of the fusion monsters I play. 1 Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon because Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon is freaking awesome. And then Ancient Gear Golem, the ultimate one, is also pretty funny. 2 Power Bonds as mentioned before, so you can fuse and have stupid attacks that's with your monsters. Just be cautious when you do this, because if you fusion and then you have like less than 2100 life points, you will die if you don't kill them that turn. 2 Trade-in because have these guys, and Trade-in is very useful. You'll get some more draw power and some digging through my deck. Triple Terraforming because we need to get to this field spell as soon as possible. And the field spell, I also use it for like the no tribute summoning effects, so I can normal summon out my Ancient Gear Engineer if I need to. So that's, just keep note of that. 1 Cyber Repair Plant, searching out my light machine types. 1 limited removal, so I can super OTK people. It's hilarious, so sacky. Emergency Teleport for getting out the Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit. Double Cyclone. Basically, MSG of this deck, you pop the field spell and you pop a card your opponent has, and you get a free giant monster out of it, and your opponent goes neg, so that's awesome. And of course, the card that makes the deck what it is, the Gear Town field spell. Basically, you pop it, destroy it, send it to the graveyard, get a free Ancient Gear from your deck, so you can summon out Gadgetron Dragon or Engineer, but you can't get out this guy because he can't be special summoned. Anyways, on to the extra deck. Let's start with XYZs. So we have 1 Cyber Dragon Nova because I'm making Infinity in this deck, because this is a Cyber Dragon part deck, so it wouldn't be Cyber Dragon without Nova and Infinity, now would it? 1 Artifact Randall because he can negate effects and force your opponent to make you plus. Basically, you bring him out, your opponent tries to activate something, you activate his effect, make it destroy a spell and trap card you control, and the only spell and trap card you're going to have on the field at any given time is going to be the field spell. So you're going to force your opponent to pop the field spell, and you get a free monster out of it. So that's awesome. 1 Consider Palladius because Palladius is awesome as well. Cyber Dragon Infinity. Quasar meets C101, they had a baby. Awesome card. 1 Felgrand because the lane making Felgrand, really defensive card, easy to make in this deck as well. 1 Galaxy Eyes Prime Photon Dragon because it outs all the big stupid boss monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh history. But then again, I only need them for the Ray Raptor monster because this deck is part Cyber Dragon. So you hear that Super Quantum, you can suck these nuts. 1 Stardust Spark Dragon for protecting your Ancient Gear monsters. 2 the Karakuri Gyarados, draw power and helps with the level 8 plays. 1 Scrap Dragon, popping your field spell, popping a power your opponent controls so you can get your monster out. Gotta play him. 2 Panzer Dragon for instant fusion targets. 1 Chimera Tech Rampage Dragon for power bond targets. 1 Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon for getting rid of your Cosmos big ships, getting rid of the Super Quantum big boss monster. It's just a really funny card. It's awesome. And this deck actually has some competitive viability, even though it's not meant to be competitive. And then 1 Ultimate Ancient Gear Golem. He's hard to make, but if you do make him, you have an 8,800 attacking, piercing, can't activate stuff during the damage step monster, and it's hilarious when you swing with him. It's basically OTK. Matchup wise, this deck does surprisingly well. It can take on Cashmere's because Cyber Dragon, bring this guy out, then you can just Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon, whatever they bring out away. And Cosmos because I don't think Cosmos are broken because they can't plus as hard as Monarchs. Like they really don't plus, they just float. They bring out big untargetable things and float. They don't really plus like that. You don't see them adding a billion cards to their hands like Monarchs. So Chimera Tech Fortress Dragon really rips Cosmos. For the Monarch matchup, 3,000 attack in deck boss monster, you basically win. If you basically pop your field spell, a Twin Twister or some other way, bring out this guy, and then you just get to go on a ham on Monarchs. Because the moment their field spell is gone, you can just go straight off with this deck, and this deck can go off when it feels like it. Pendulum Magicians, Ancient Gear Engineer plays a huge role there. Because every time you attack, like the pop a field spell, well not field, like the pop a spell or trap card. So goodbye Pendulum Scales. I actually did complete the trifecta, and I slayed every meta deck. I slayed Monarchs twice with this deck. I'm 0-2, like I'm 2-0 versus Monarchs right now. So haha. In terms of Pendulum Magicians, I only played one deck like that, surprisingly, because they were playing Monarchs. And I did win that matchup versus Pendulum Magicians quite definitively. I raped them. He was actually playing really smart too. He defenses up and everything. I just made Cyber Dragon Infinity and got out Engineer, popped both his Pendulum skills, and negated his search card the next turn. After that, I just card carried off the next turn and then OTK'd him. What are some other meta decks? Mermels. Well, yeah, Mermels kind of you pop their spell cards. They don't really bring anything to beat over 3,000 attack, and you can OTK them too. So that's basically a race to the OTK. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good deck. If you really want to make this really competitive, I wouldn't recommend it. But if you really wanted to, I would drop the fusion aspect of it completely for draw power. So you would drop Fusion Conscription, Ancient Gear Golem, and Power Bonds, and then add in Chicken Games, and maybe Pseudo Space. But yeah, that's the Gears of War deck profile. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next profile I'll be coming at you with will be my Mythic Riders. So peace out, YouTube. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.